Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. This is Bella from Earth Angel Restorative Therapy and Healing, Earth for short. I'm here with another weekly video for the week of March 25th through April 1st. I just wanted to say before we get started with the reading that I'm still offering half off Reiki sessions. I'll have the information below as well, but basically, just visit my website, www.earthangelrth.com. You go under services and you go to book your appointment. It could be distance. And upon checkout, you just enter the code half off Reiki, all one word together, no spaces. And you can receive 50% off of your distant Reiki healing. I also wrote a blog post on the top 5 things that I've learned from spirituality, or better said, my journey of enlightenment, through my journey of enlightenment, I should say. It's a good read, and you should all definitely check it out. It's also at my website, www.earthangelrth.com. For any passengers, can you hear me? I work at the airport, can you tell? Anyway, but for any customers or for any people, clients out there that are interested in receiving a free QHHT session with me, definitely let me know. I just passed my level 1 examination, and I have to get 10 free practice runs in before I can charge and anything like that, which is fine while I get my practice in. So if you are in the Rhode Island area, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, some parts of Connecticut that are close, let me know. I'm willing to travel. Just you can contact me on my contact page on my website. All right, so I'm going to do things a little bit different this week. I'm going to be doing a new spread, which I'm really excited about. I have 4 decks that I'm going to be using, but mainly I'm going to be using the Zombie Tarot. And for clarifiers, I'm going to be using the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. So, okay, I didn't know which side was what. So, yes, so I'm going to be doing a manifestation law of attraction spread. I decided to do, with each new week, I'm going to be doing a new spread, which I'm really excited about, to be venturing off and trying new things, especially with readings. I strongly feel like that's how anyone, at least myself, but I feel like anyone can benefit from just not getting comfortable doing it one way and just trying to do it a few ways. So I'm going to be pulling out 6 cards with 6 clarifiers, and then I will be explaining what they mean as we go along. So let's get started. I already did shuffle, but you know, just to be super duper sure. This is a general reading. This is meant for a large group of people. And if you feel that this resonates with you, great. If you don't feel like it vibes with you, that it resonates with you, that's okay. Just leave it aside. And I hope that somebody receives some kind of guidance. And I'll fix these cards in a better position because you can't even see the bottom one. Okay. So this card here represents represents the vibration that you're emitting. What is it that your energy is saying about you? And the card that came up is the Seven of Cups. So immediately this is telling me that you're not focused. The Seven of Cups is in the traditional tarot card deck. There's a cloaked figure that is looking at the 7 cups presented in front of them. And in each of the cups, there are things that they know are really tempting, and they're really, they will bring about a lot of satisfaction. There's a warning though that sometimes what you may perceive as satisfaction and fulfillment is only it kind of like, be careful, because some of these things are kind of deceiving. That's kind of the warning with that card. But overall, it talks about a person who has so many options and so many things that they want at the same time, but they don't know which one to focus on, to go for first. And that seems to be their primary objective, is just to focus on their options and not, they can't even take a step forward to make a decision, because they're so like, I feel like anxious, and kind of like something is preventing them from making a decision because they feel like the decision is too hard. So, and in this card, you see this zombie. She has a lot of different people that are alive that she can choose from, that she's just like, she doesn't even know what to do. She's kind of like, look at her eyeballs, like she's not even with us. She's not present, because all this zombie can focus on is the options that she has. Like, who do you, I mean, if you're starving, as this zombie is probably, and you have all these people, how do you make the decision of who to go for first? So the vibration that that I'm picking up on, that you're emitting, is one, your lack of focus. You're not focused on what it is that you want. There's a lot of fears that are running through you that you're focused on as well. So in addition to what it is that you truly want, you're also thinking about your fears. And I get it, like, that's normal, but there kind of has to be something that you're focused on. And despite all your fears and your worries, you persist and you focus on it, but you're blocked to that. It's kind of like you don't know, you want too many things and you're not focused on any of them because there's just so many. And so if you try to tackle them one at a time, that'll probably be your best course of action. So for a clarifier, we have Spirit of Place. To me, this is telling me that you do have to focus on one or two of the many options, preferably one, so that you can get more, you can go full speed ahead with one and then try to tackle one. So try to focus on one or two of those things that you want. But the way that you do that is to become what it is that you're focusing on. So for me, this card is saying, like, if you want to well, I'm just going to go along with the picture. If you want to manifest, let's say you have a house and you want to manifest a beautiful garden, but all you have is weeds and stuff like that. Instead of you just wanting and saying, I want this, I want this, I want this, try to close your eyes and visualize you being in that garden that you want. Go and talk to the roses, talk to the lilies, talk to the different trees, or if you want like a vegetable, talk to the eggplants. And this card is telling me, like, really be in that place that you want to manifest. So if you want to manifest a job, be in that job. Spend a few minutes a day being in that job. If you want your own business, spend a few minutes a day imagining and visualizing what that feels like, what that would taste like, feel like, sense like, to really be your own boss, to have your own company, or if you want a new position, to be in this new role, to be in this new position. If it's a person that you want to manifest, a platonic or even a romantic relationship, what will that feel like to be in that relationship? Put feelings in back of your desires and really embody that which it is that you want to manifest. And that's how things will come where it seems like they won't. Like, that's how things will blossom when it seems like they won't. To really embody what it is that you want. I hope that makes sense. These two cards here represent something that you should be a little bit more open to receiving. What do we have? To me, this automatically tells me assistance from others. So with the King of Hazards, we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is somebody who is all about the practical things in life. What he can see in front of him, what he can taste, what he can smell, what he can touch. All about the physical. Very practical, very down to earth. He may be a little bit too attached to his belongings, to the physical things. He's not necessarily emotional. He's not necessarily that intuitive or connected to his heart, because he's just more about what he can physically sense around him. Excuse me. So we have the King of Hazards, and then we have the Seven of Hazards, which talks about like evaluation. Like, you've worked and you've done this. You've been on this path for a while, and so now it's your turn to kind of evaluate the progress that you've made. And a lot of times people will look at the card, and like in the other deck, I can feel that the person that's looking down at the pentacles, that they've kind of amassed, they look at it with like kind of a sad or like a disappointed look. And it doesn't have to be so. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to be, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a negative card that you're kind of, you're just not happy at all with what you've done with your life. It could mean that. It could also mean that upon evaluating what you have accomplished, it's telling you to have a little bit of faith, trust, because all you're seeing are the pentacles that you've amassed, that you've that you've obtained. You're seeing these titles and these diplomas or these certifications that you've accomplished, and you're not seeing anything else. You're not seeing, okay, well, I have these certifications. Well, what now? Like, I still want my success in it. So it's telling you, have a little bit of faith. You may not see where it is that you're going. You may not see what it is that you're going to be, accomplishing. And that's the deal with manifestation anyway, is that a lot of the times you just have to have complete faith, complete and utter faith in the universe that they're going to deliver what it is that you want, without you necessarily seeing it in the physical. So what this is telling me is some of you may need to be open to receiving assistance from somebody. It could be like a coach or somebody that has kind of built his own company, like a law of attraction coach or a life coach, or somebody that can just, help you get to what it is that you help you with achieving what it is that you need to get, you want to accomplish. For others, let me pull a clarifier. So what you should be more open to receiving is assistance from others, because a lot of times when law of attraction and manifestation is working, you're not going to see how everything is. You're not going to see all of the dots being connected. A lot of that may be by way of people that come and assist you, and then they get you to the next point. Either they do something for you, they do a good deed, or they help you in some way. And then you'll look back at it and you'll say, wow, like that was exactly what I needed to get me to the next point, to get me to where I am now, and stuff like that. So it could be, receiving assistance from others, or going and seeing a coach that can help you. For others, I'm sensing that the help that you can be receiving is like energetic work, like, trying to clear your energetic body from negative, energies that can help your manifestations arrive a little bit quicker. And clarifier. Yeah, so the card that was pulled was Into the Unknown. And so obviously this is saying, be open to receiving help from others. Be open to stepping out into the unknown, going with the flow, allowing others to do things for you that maybe you normally didn't or don't, or you're not used to. Maybe you don't really trust people. It's you're gonna have to develop the skill of listening to your gut and following its direction. And that's gonna definitely bring you right into the unknown. But be open to that. And don't try to rush, because 9 times out of 10, whatever you want to manifest isn't going to manifest how you expect it to. And that's why it's even best to not even have any kinds of expectations. But be open to receiving help and just going with the flow. Some of you might need to be doing spiritual work or energy work on you so that you don't, so that you can manifest things quicker. For some, it's just don't rush. Know that things will happen in due time. You just have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. So this card here, number 3, is what is going to happen once you're more open to this, to receiving guidance, to this could also be spiritual guidance as well. Somebody who kind of knows about what it is that you want, and you're receiving assistance from them. So it can be spiritual help, like the assistance of your spiritual guides, of your higher self, and definitely to be open to that. So what will happen? What will come to you when you give way to help? 9 of Cups. Awesome. 9 of Cups. So if you see this woman here, she's in a closet. She's scared because she's hiding from zombies that are trying to kill her. But she's ready. She has her ammo. She has her gun. And if you notice the picture in back of her, she is imagining what it is that she wants in that moment. And which is, obviously you can see it's a nice, beachy, warm, sunny place, which is definitely better than the situation that she's in. So for me, it's definitely saying you'll receive all that you want to receive. You'll receive all of your wishes. It'll go beyond. It'll take you from this little storage closet that this woman is in, and it'll bring you right down the path through connections, through crazy ideas. It'll bring you right to this very beach that you're envisioning. I don't think I have to clarify that, but let me pull a clarifier for it. So the card that came out was flying. Yeah, you'll definitely feel like you're on top of the world. Like everything is unicorns and leprechauns and daisies and flowers, and you're not even concerned with the material world. You're just flying high, because with that you also kind of have to step into that zone of complete and utter faith and trust and no regard for anything that kind of brings you down or brings you away from your desires. You're going to be feeling like you're on top of the world. Which is awesome. All right, this card here is what next step you should take right now in the present. This is the leap of faith card right here. And that is the Two of Pentacles. For me, this card is saying you're juggling too much. You're juggling your thoughts, and spend a little less time in your mind and take action. Just go for it. Don't go back and forth between something. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Just do it. Especially if you're being urged to. If your gut is telling you to do it, do it. Don't question. Don't spend so much time thinking on it that you back up, that you cause yourself to back away, that you cause so much doubt in your mind that you don't even want to do things anymore. Take the action. The first inspired, no matter how crazy it may be, take that action. And don't doubt that it's going to lead you to where you need to go. I'm hearing whether it at first it seems kind of, even if you experience some kind of negativity, know that even that negativity, if you can learn from it, it's still bringing you that one step closer. In the case that you may experience it, not that you definitely will, but know that even that has its purpose and it's still bringing you to where you need to get to. Let me pull a clarifier. So the card was that clarifies that is solitude. Spend time connecting with yourself, connect with your heart, connect with your soul, your higher self. Don't listen to everyone's thoughts around you, because if you start listening to that, then that's definitely going to be problematic, because you're capable of creating and manifesting your own destiny. You don't need the help from others' thoughts, that is. Like, you don't need anybody else's thoughts in your own mind, especially if they're not necessarily supportive or if they don't believe in these things. Spend some time in solitude. I'm definitely sensing meditation, yoga, things like that. Things that can quiet your mind. Painting, drawing, anything that really relaxes you. Journaling. Anything that gets you away and pulls you away from the normal day-to-day and just relaxes you. That's how you'll definitely know which things you should definitely take action on. So just to recap a little bit. Up here's the vibration that you're emitting. And that is a very confused, a very disorganized, like all over the place, unfocused energy. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety and worry and doubt. What you should do is focus on one thing that you want at a time, one or two things, to not overcomplicate the situation. And really be in that place that you want to manifest. If it's like I said, if it's a job, be in that job. Visualize and attach the emotions and everything behind it. If it's a relationship, be in that relationship. Put those feelings behind it and really be in that relationship. And again, just focus on one or two things at a time. Something that you should be open to receiving, I said it first, is assistance. Assistance from others. And make sure that it's assistance that will help you and not, make sure that people's motives aren't twisted. So it can be from a coach. Like, you can go and try to see a coach and try to get the hang of trying to learn how to manifest things. Receiving assistance through a spiritual healer to clear your energy, your auric field from the negative blocks that you may have. Any kind of life coach or counseling that can help you. Sometimes we have blocks. Sometimes we have blocks that we need to get through in order to really begin trusting in the divine. If you don't really know how the divine works, definitely you want to receive some help on that. It's also telling you this may be guidance from your higher self, from spirit, guidance from God, somebody that can help you move forward. You're going to have to step into the unknown. You're going to have to drop your worries and your fears and just go with the flow. You're also going to have a little bit of patience and have faith that everything is going to lead you to your final destination. But be open to receiving assistance outside of you and inside through your spirit. Energy healing, life coaching, counseling, spiritual work, hypnosis, whatever will help clear your energy and help you learn how to manifest and help you bring yourself to the next step. Be open to that. It's going to take you to trust and be able to, like I said, be willing to step into the unknown for you to do that. This is what will come. What's going to happen if you give way to that? If you just kind of open yourself up, let yourself receive help, you're going to get all that you ask for. It's going to help you, give you the next step forward to those wishes that you want. You're going to be feeling unstoppable. You're going to be feeling on top of the world. You're going to be feeling like you can accomplish anything that you want. It's not going to be such a difficulty for you anymore. And then this is the leap of faith, what you need to be doing. The next step you should take, and this is in the very present moment, this is the immediate. Definitely spend some time in solitude, connecting with your heart center, your heart space, to figure out what it is that you really, really, truly desire and how it is that you truly need to take the next step forward. Because you know all of the answers already inside of you, and you just need to connect with it so that you can kind of discover it. And then once you figure out the answers, don't second guess it. Don't go back and forth. Take the action. Spend a little less time out of your head and just get your body moving in the direction that it's telling you to go. This card here says how you can manifest things a little bit more successfully. And here we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is usually a really, I'm not going to say gruesome, but it's a really heavy card. It talks about sadness and being heartbroken. But what I am picking up on this card is when you're manifesting, when you're thinking about what it is that you do want to manifest, make sure your heart is in a good place. Make sure that you're not, because that you have a stronger energetic pull towards is what will manifest. For example, and I'm just going to use this because it's the easiest example that I can think of. If you want to manifest a new relationship and you want this to be the one, there's some doubts in there, but you just want, you've had a lot of heartbreak, which would be represented by this card. You've had a lot of heartbreak, and you're just fearful that you're going to just keep getting your heart broken. If you want, on one hand, your destined partner, but you're more worried about getting your heart broken, you're going to manifest that which you have stronger energy towards, which is your fear of getting your heart broken. Now, the universe doesn't pick up on fears and things that you don't want. It just picks on what you're stronger energetically tied to, which would be the fear of you getting your heart broken. So with that being said, it's going to bring you more heartbreak. So make sure that your heart is in a good place and that you're not fearing. There's no I'm trying to think of the word. Because in this example, if you wanted your partner, but yet you're stronger, you're energetically tied to this heartbreak, the heartbreak is what you're going to manifest instead of your partner that's going to be the one for you. So how do you manifest things more successfully is by not eliminating the fear behind a certain thing that may be where you need to get your healing from. But also make sure that it's not, I'm trying to think of the word, where you say one thing but you really mean the other. Don't let it be contradictory, because as I said, the universe is going to listen to what you feel stronger about. So make sure you're in a good place to think about and feel your purest desires, no fear in there. And that's going to help you manifest things even more successfully, as if you're emotionally pure. There's no fears in there. There's no worries. And so you're going to have to rid yourself of the fears and know that everything will come for you. You don't have to worry about it. All right, next I'm going to pull out 2 cards. It's going to be a really short reading this week. I'm going to pull out 2 cards. 2 cards, and these cards are messages from Spirit, messages from your higher self. What it is that they are telling you. Okay, so we have, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. And so it's telling me, obviously, there's a need for you to get closer to your own consciousness, but some people don't know how to. And this owl is telling me, you know, there are some that need to acquire that knowledge, how to get closer to consciousness. Research online how to connect with yourself. And once you connect with yourself, you'll be able to connect and find out what steps you need to go forward. It also tells me also rest. Some of you aren't resting. Some of you aren't connecting with yourself. Some of you aren't at peace, not 1 second of the day. That's not good for you. So it takes time to rest, connect with yourself. And this next card I'm going to read from the book. We have the Phoenix Rising. I love these pictures on these cards. Phoenix Rising. So let me pull out the book and let me read from that. Okay, Phoenix Rising. I'll hold the card up while I read. All right. Everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. That's beautiful. So the action, they give you also action to take. And the action is write down what you are afraid Write down what you are afraid to let go of. Number your fears from the worst thing that could happen to the smaller fears. Then write down what could be a possible gift of facing that fear. Place your hands on the part of your body where you feel this most fear. Say to yourself or out loud, I am willing to let this fear go. Imagine being able to take the sensation of fear out of your body and into the palms of your hands. Then imagine that the fear becomes a bird. Surrender the bird to the higher self and visualize it flying away. Repeat the word surrender several times. That's awesome. I knew I needed to read the book even before I started shuffling. So, your life may be falling apart right now. In order for you to start manifesting, do the action that it just says. Write down your fears and then let them go in the name of God. And you'll see how much that will help you. I think that is all for this week, guys. If you resonated, I am glad if I touched at least one soul. If you didn't, check back again next week. Hopefully next week's reading will resonate with you. If you'd like to book a session, please visit my website at www.earthangelrth.com. I hope that you guys have a marvelous, wonderful, amazing week full of lots of love and joy and happiness. If you guys ever need anything, please feel free to contact me on my webpage and on my contact page. All right, guys, take care. Sending you lots and lots of love. Bye.